Hey guys, Blue Bridge here after taking a little bit of a sabbatical, but let's be honest, there's not been a lot to talk about. International football, not a lot. So football's back, the Premier League is back. So welcome to my preview of Newcastle against Chelsea. So guys, not as I said in the intro, haven't really been making any videos. Been a bit awkward for me to make videos of it. I mentioned in my last video before, I think it was after the Man City game, I did a bit of house renovation, so there's still a little bit of disruption in the house. Floors have been laid, kitchen has been done, but we still got to do like the carpet and things are all over the place, so it's been a bit awkward and sort of trying to project manage it as well, so hence the lack of content. So I apologise to those who look forward to my content. Maybe not many of you nowadays, but there are still some who look forward to my videos. So just a little short video today. Again, I'm still not fully operational, so it's going to be really quick, I hope. So after this is so painstaking, the international break, but the one salvation for me is it came at the right time for me, actually, because as I said, with everything what's going on around me, it wouldn't have been great to make videos under these circumstances anyway. But now that the Premier League is back, I'm back, and so today we're looking at our game against Newcastle, and Newcastle always a tricky opponent for us, even when we were at the height of our abilities, when we were winning titles. Going up to Newcastle has always been a little bit tricky. We've managed to win there a few times, but most times we either get a draw or a defeat. So this is going to be a good test for us. But on the flip side, Newcastle, they're struggling at the moment. They lost their last game against Bournemouth 2-0, and they are now feeling what we felt at the beginning of the season. They're getting their injuries. I think as many as 12 players may be out of the Newcastle side, including the likes of your Dan Burns, your Botmans, and the two up front, Callum Wilson and Isak, and not Joe Linton, the other Almiron. So they are all suffering injuries. So Almiron's touch and go. I'm not sure what the latest is on him, but they are going to be. It's going to be interesting to see how they cope with their injuries. If they can cope as good as, I say, good as us, but we've had our little struggles. But there's been context behind that. Newcastle are a team who've shown us the way a bit, because when their new owners came in, they bought some sensible play. They just bought players who were good enough to come in now, and they went from a position from the lower half of the table to now playing Champions League football. This season they've kind of dropped off a bit. I said they will drop off a bit, because playing Champions League football and playing Premier League football, it's difficult to juggle those two when you first get back into the competition. So I think if we win, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't looked at the league table lately, but I'm sure if we win that game, we leapfrog them in the table. I'll have to check that just to make sure. So it's going to be difficult. As I say, it's always difficult, but we've hit a little bit of form. That result against Man City, although we didn't win it, we were a bit unfortunate, but we showed some good signs there. As they got their injury lists appearing now, we've got players coming back, and I'm looking forward to seeing Nkunku. Hopefully if he can come in and slot back into the side. I don't think he should start. A lot of people are calling for him to start. He's had a long layoff. If he's fit enough, I'll have him on the bench, and I'll only bring him on if we need to bring him on, because we need to really manage his minutes, just like we're doing with Reece James, so that he doesn't have a setback. And Chukwuemeka, he looks like he may be coming back as well. So it's looking good that some of our players are now seeing light at the end of the tunnel. For this game, I'm gonna go for a hard-fought draw. We can come away with a point against Newcastle, I'll be happy. But no, I don't see why we can't go there with their injury crisis and try and get a win. They've got a tight defence as well. They're one of these teams who, although they're sort of a top half team in the table, they build their team on having a tight, compact defence and quick on the counter. So it's, it's the kind of teams that we struggle against. They're not really going to come at you high press and that way. They do good press well actually, but they defend well as well. So it'll be a different kind of battle for us to see whether we can break down a good solid defence, albeit a makeshift one. But they've still got some good players in there, and they've got their leader Trippier there who can marshal the defence. Lascelles is there. He's always someone who's going to give us a difficult time. And so yeah, there are players there. Livramento, that would be an interesting one as well. Livramento is a player who we once had, and he's coming here and doing well for them. So it'll be good to see how he gets on with against us as well. So guys, what do you think? Are you looking forward to this game? Are you a bit worried about this game? Stick your comments in the section below. And don't forget, as always, to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. So hopefully I'll be starting to make a few more now that the work's coming to an end. So I'll see you guys for the match review tomorrow. So take care. Bye.